Welcome everyone, this is DragonInWhite here, and we are back with another episode of Assassin's Creed 3. It has been about, I believe, two weeks or so since my last video. In between this period, I had been a bit overwhelmed with work and some other things, sleep issues and things like that, and I ended up getting overwhelmed. So I decided to stop recording for a couple of weeks, get things back in, back on schedule, and so that I can have things working properly. At the same time, also try to use this period to fix up some of these issues I've been having the previous time. I'm not sure if things are back to normal, but hopefully things are slightly better now. Well, definitely based on what I can see in my recording, it is still not the best. Still some slight sluggishness, but it's not too bad still. Definitely not as responsive as what I see on my screen. Now just let me turn on something. I just want to check out something first. Yeah, I just want to turn on my task manager to see what my GPU performance is running, the utilization is at, and at the moment I am running this game in SLI config. This game supposedly supports SLI, but for some reason the default one causes a problem and doesn't work. I had to force alternate frames instead, as in force the secondary. Normally it's like, the way SLI works is that, say 60 frames, what they do is they, so 60 frames, they take the two graphic cards, split the frames among each other. So each card takes 30 frames per second, and they alternate, so frame 1 to cut 1, frame 2 to cut 2, frame 3 to cut 1, so odd numbers to cut 1, even numbers to cut 2. So unfortunately, for some reason, that one doesn't work, so I had to force it to cut 1 to take even, cut 2 to take odd, and it worked. The reason why I didn't just set it to one cut is because for some reason the performance is not that good. I mean, as it is, in my gameplay now, I'm getting 48 FPS on it, and I'm really running close to 100. So this is why the video is a bit choppy. In fact, let me just see if I can tweak out settings further, just so that I can save on the graphics. So the other thing I'm going to attempt later, but not after this video, is to, currently I have my OBS to record with GPU assist. It's basically the NVENC, and I'm going to try switching it to pure CPU recording and see if it actually functions better. I am reluctant to change out the resolution. But as you can see, I already set things to normal, VSync is off. I need VSync because I'm running on G-Sync. Off. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this one, because this is resolution. And motion blur needs to be off. I hate motion blur. Wait, I can pet animal. Dog, come on, come here, dog. Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore them and walk to the general store. But definitely the game is a bit more playable compared to the previous time I done it.
Get back here with that, you rogue!
What is this?
For failing to collect taxes.
The letter mission. I'll work on the main objective first.
Damned sprigs. This accursed city will be the death of me.
You seem troubled, friend.
That's because I am. Greatly so, in fact.
What's happened?
I was robbed. The old Balkan file. Though I've managed to restore what's mine, I fear it's ruined.
You mean the book?
This is no ordinary book. It's an almanac. The first I ever wrote. Benjamin Franklin, pleased to meet you.
Hatham Kenway.
You must be new to Boston.
Why do you say that?
You're still possessed of virtue. To stop and help an old lout like myself. I don't mean to impose, but you seem a spry fellow. Should you happen to find my missing pages, I'll reward you.
Look, I'm not sure if
It's all right. If you have the time, hurrah! If not, no harm done. The thing is useless in its current state anyway. But should you somehow manage to restore it, you'll find me inside that general store over there.
Well, that was interesting.
Okay. So there's that, and the general store. Okay, right. I forgot that controls changed. Sort of.
Willkommen, enter, please.
Buy a sword and pistol. Okay, so buy more weapons, normal sword. Okay, yeah, I'll do that. And firearm, flintlock. Wow, that's expensive. Let's see, this flintlock pistol has a better accuracy at short range and is thus less powerful than the musket. However, it is more comfortable in a fight than on a battlefield and easier to wield, offering more versatility because of the time it takes to reload after every single shot. Many people will carry 2 or more pistols at the same time. Try crafting a pistol sheath with 2 holsters to add and carry a second pistol. Ooh, dual building pistol. I didn't know you could do that. Let's take a look at the normal sword. This blade is useful to settle matters quickly and effectively when close combat occurs. Its noiseless approach makes it reliable under any weather conditions, especially when black powder is dripping wet and unusable. The guard is wide and protects the wielder's hands. Sometimes it may also be used to punch the opponent. Okay. I suppose it's the bottom part. Alright, I bought what I need. Hit the shop and equip the... Okay.
Colonel Washington and Indian allies attack
Press
forces.
F. I would like the hidden blade better, honestly, but hidden blade doesn't have.
Asks all able-bodied men to give an hour of their labor this Saturday as the...
Oh, I don't think I got the hidden blade yet. Or do I? Do I have the hidden blade?
Notice is hereby given in future. None shall be admitted to see the new manufactory. unless they pay 1 shilling in lawful money.
Oh, number pad. Okay, this is assign 1. And pistol, I should go 3.
The Boston Weekly Advertiser, a penny to stay informed.
We ride for the Green Dragon Tavern. The proprietors are eccentric, but the rooms are spacious and they do not pry.
Have you been told why it is I've come to Boston?
No, Master Birch said I should know only as much as you saw fit to share. He sent me a list of names and bade me ensure you could find them.
And have you had any luck with that?
Aye. William Johnson waits for us at the Green Dragon.
How well do you know him?
Not well, but he saw the order's mark and did not hesitate to come.
Prove yourself loyal to our cause. And you may yet know our plans as well.
I should like nothing more, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna just check on something. Basically, I didn't quite like how the subtitles look like. So let's see if I can change out the subtitles a little. Do not want the background. I think white is fine. Okay, that might be better. I found that the background kind of is a bit sensitive. This works. Yeah, I found that the background kind of blocks out things, which I didn't quite like.
You lying, cheating, no good son of a bitch.
Perhaps we've come at a bad time.
Oh, don't be foolish, dearies. Please, sit. Fancy something to eat? A drink, perhaps? Or is it a bed you require?
We've already let rooms here.
Oh, yes. Of course. Masters Lee and Kenway, was it? I'll have your bags brought up. Do you require anything further?
Only privacy.
This way.
Okay, let's go up. New email.
Sir, William Johnson.
A pleasure. A good lad, if a bit earnest. I'm told you're putting together an expedition.
We believe there's a precursor site in the region. I require your knowledge of the land and its people to find it.
Sadly, my research has been stolen. Without it, I'm of no use to you.
Then we'll find it. Do you have any leads?
My associate, Thomas Hickey, has been making the rounds. He's quite good at loosening tongues.
Well, tell me where I can find him. I'll see if I can't speed things up.
We've heard rumors of bandits operating from a compound southwest of here. You'll likely find him there.
Charles?
Sir,
We'd best be off.
of course.
Okay, let's take a look at this William Johnson entry. Let's see, William Johnson was a land speculator and Britain's principal treaty negotiator with the indigenous peoples in the northern part of the colonies, particularly the Iroquois. Johnson was born in Ireland, but moved to the colonies in 1738 to look after his uncle's property on the Mohawk River. For some reason I couldn't decide between on or at. However, it wasn't long before Johnson branched out into business for himself, acquiring property on the opposite side of the river and setting up a sawmill and trading post, which he named Mount Johnson, which to me always sounds like mating instruction from a caveman. In 1743, he moved to an even larger parcel of land, which he named Fort Johnson. He may have been an excellent businessman, but it's possible he lacked an imagination. Johnson befriended the indigenous people in the area, particularly the Kenyan Kehaha, can't pronounce that, whose language he learned. His respect for their custom helped him to rise to prominence as liaison between the Iroquois people and the British government. Johnson was named Superintendent of Indian Affairs in 1756. As a contact who knows the land and its people, he's probably the best you can find. There's actually quite a few over here. You know what, I think from here on I wouldn't read them anymore. It feels a bit too time consuming. I'll just, scroll through the thing and you guys can read it for your own.
Thomas Hickey?
Who's asking?
Haytham Kenway.
Is that supposed to mean something?
Show some respect, boy.
Peace, Charles. William Johnson sent us in the hopes we might expedite your search.
We don't need no expediting. Don't need none of your fancy London speak neither. I found the men that done the theft.
Then why are you just lazing around?
Figuring out how to deal with those varlets.
I have an idea.
Well, let's hear it.
I'll kill the lookout, take up a position behind the guards. You two approach from the front. When I open fire on the group, you charge in. I have the element of surprise on our side. Half will fall before they've even realized what's happened.
Okay, we're waiting to aim. Bang!
Get into position. But wait for me to take the first shot.
Clear up.
Pick up a musket. Where do I pick one up?
You two, clear up.
Go on now, before you make us mad.
Forgot that to loot the guy too.
Go on now, before you make us mad.
You two, clear up. You two, clear up.
Go on now.
So much for the element of surprise.
I got a feeling I failed the mission.
Fall back! Fall back! We'll be safe inside!
Or I didn't do it as intended.
What now?
We can blow the door with those. Go on, shoot them. On with the show then. Guess they wasn't so safe inside after all. Bet this'll fetch a pretty penny.
Lay down your weapons, and I'll consider letting you live.
I make you the same offer. We've no quarrel. I only wish to return this chest to its rightful owner.
Nothing rightful about Mr. Johnson.
I won't ask again.
Agreed.
Damn it! Didn't even have enough time to shoot one.
Your kind has no need for books and maps. Who put you up to this?
Never seen a person. It's always been dead drops and letters. But they always pay, so we do the jobs.
Well, those days are done. Tell your masters I said as much.
Who should I say you are?
You don't? They'll know.
Atham, this one's got some shot on him. You might want to be grabbing it on account of your pistol being parched.
A shame so many had to die.
Aye. Terrible tragedy, that.
That I didn't accomplish the optional.
Back to the Green Dragon, then. I need a drink.
Oh, okay, there's still a chance. Uh-oh, something's happening. And it crashed. Alright, start it up. Come on. Yeah, maybe the remastered is a little too much for my system, even at 4K. I don't know. I gotta consider this and think through this. At the moment, I'm using 1080 Ti's. I assume that this would have been fine if I'm using 2080, but I see no point in changing up to the 20s. Maybe I'll wait for the 30s, which is said to maybe come out in a couple of months. So we'll see.
Back to the Green Dragon, then.
Good.
I need a drink. Careful, gents. We've company.
Don't let go of the chest, Charles. We'll take care of this rabble.
A little help, please!
You're crying, I'm coming. What? Wait, them bodies is sure to have loot on them. Would be a shame to let it all go to waste.
Are you mad? In case you've forgotten, we're in the midst of something!
Aw, why's you always gotta go and spoil the sport?
Hey, I got an idea. Okay, if I pick this up, I can drop it and then change out.
Stop them, Thomas!
In a Jeffy, boss.
You know what? Pistol works better. Oop. No, no! Something crashed again. Why it crashed? That was very irritating. Can't be a heat issue. Well, I'll definitely finish off this mission first before we continue on. Yeah, maybe remastered wasn't a very good idea. Okay, I have a thought. What if I do this? Hey, that crashed. But yeah, by lowering that, I'm not really entirely sure what it does, but I think what it does is basically it scales up. It's an upscale kind of thing, so instead of rendering at 4K, it renders at like slightly below 4K and scale it to 4K. That should be easier on the graphic card slightly, maybe. That should give me a more stable recording as well anyway, while still maintaining a possibly decent above 2K kind of okay. Above 2K kind of quality perhaps. Okay, let's see whether this works. 2K will be
The Green Dragon then. I need a drink.
Okay, definitely still high. Okay, what if I just do this graphic? Hopefully this doesn't crash again. I set it to 60. Let's see what this does.
Careful, gents. We've company.
Don't let go of the chest, Charles. We'll take care of this rabble.
Stop them, Thomas!
In a Jeffy, boss. Wait, them bodies is sure to have loot on them. Would be a shame to let it all go to waste.
Are you mad? In case you've forgotten, we're in the midst of something!
Aw, why's you always gotta go and spore the sport?
While I am maintaining 60 FPS, it is actually a much better thing. Recording still seems okay, easy. So I'm feeling kind of encouraged by this. Yep, looks like I dropped the load on my CPU quite a bit. Yeah, my recording looks a bit smoother in my opinion. I am running at full 60 FPS. Much better.
Stop them, Thomas!
In a Jeffy, boss.
A little help, please!
Quit your crying, I'm coming.
It.
Come on now. It's just a few fools with knives. They ain't so tough.
It's not the scoundrels I'm concerned with.
Now I'm gonna double check something. It's been 2 weeks since I last played, as mentioned, so some of the controls escaped my grasp. Jump, interact, attack, tools. Is there no lock on button? piece.
That seems to be the last of them.
I must say the controls is really not quite what I'm
Oi!
used to.
Mr. Johnson's gonna need to double my pay after all this if he expects me to keep at his side.
But at least I completed the mission, and there's no more further crashes.
There you are.
My thanks, Master Kenway. Now, tell me what it is you need.
The images on this amulet, are they familiar to you? Perhaps one of the tribes has shown you something similar.
It appears Kanyan Gahaga in origin.
Can you trace it to a specific location? I need to know where it came from.
With my research returned, perhaps. Let me see what I can do. Thomas,
What?
rent yourself a room. And a bath as well. I suspect we'll be here for a while.
Okay, and that is it for this episode. So, you know, usual shameless plugs. Check out IMDC and Hosted Novel. Check out my Patreon if you'd like to support me. Check out my merch store and also Book Depository affiliate link down in the description below. Subscribe to the channel if you have not. Like the video if you liked it, and ding the notification bell for notifications. With that, I'll leave you to the next time. Ciao guys!